Hey, what's going on everyone? Greg here. And while in the last video we took a look at the smallest iPhone, today we're taking a look at the biggest iPhone ever made, the iPhone 12 Pro Max. Now, while I was more excited to use the iPhone 12 mini, there are just as many, if not more people out there who want the biggest iPhone possible. And unlike the last few years, the iPhone 12 Pro Max actually gets some exclusive features you won't find anywhere on any other iPhone. And it comes in at the most expensive price point of any iPhone at $1,099 for a starting storage of 128 gigabytes. After handling the phone for just a second, especially after just unboxing and using my iPhone 12 mini, my immediate reaction was, wow, this phone is gigantic. The iPhone 12 Pro Max is a big phone. It has a 6.7-inch OLED display that is 0.2 inches bigger than the iPhone 11 Pro Max's display. When you put both phones side by side, you can actually see that even though the iPhone 12 Pro Max screen is bigger, that the phone itself is only just a tiny bit bigger than the iPhone 11 Pro Max. The increase in screen size mostly comes down to the reduced bezels around the front display that ekes out those extra 0.2 inches of screen real estate. Perhaps the biggest design change is the flat-sided stainless steel frame that looks gorgeous on the iPhone 12 Pro Max. This is the Pacific blue color, and paired together with the frosted blue glass back, huge glimmering camera system, and shiny light reflecting stainless steel sides, it makes the phone look and feel like a piece of expensive jewelry, especially for those of you eyeing that gold color. The back also has the MagSafe system of accessories, like attaching Apple's new magnetic wireless charger, which works like a giant Apple Watch charger, or other accessories like the optional MagSafe wallet, which will allow you to fit 3 credit cards inside of it. Actually, look at how much extra space you get on the iPhone 12 Pro Max. Apple, can we get a special Max version of this wallet attachment that will just let us fit a few extra cards? There's obviously more than enough space. Overall, the size is manageable in 2 hands, certainly usable one-handed, albeit a lot more cumbersome than the smaller size 6.1-inch iPhone 12 Pro, and nowhere near as manageable and one-handed friendly as the compact iPhone 12 mini. The bigger size is not without benefit though. In fact, there's a lot of benefits here that even after using the phone for just about 24 hours are pretty clear, even without diving into a full review. Number one, the OLED display looks fantastic, and watching movies, TV shows, or playing games on it looks great on such a large pocketable display. There's also more screen to make use of some of the new iOS 14 features, like picture-in-picture video, letting you stretch out the window to a pretty big viewing area, all while you continue to scroll throughout your Twitter feed. I was also using the spatial audio feature new to AirPods Pro in iOS 14, and it was a pretty immersive experience watching a film, moving the phone around, or tilting your head, and hearing the sound adjust to how you hear it and where it was coming from. It's like a portable movie theater in your pocket. Maybe they should call the iPhone 12 Pro Max the iPhone 12 Pro iMax. Get it? Get it? iMax, movies, iPhone. Get it? Of course, the iPhone 12 Pro Max also comes with Apple's brand new super fast A14 chip, and the Pro model this year also gets a boost in RAM to 6 gigabytes, while the regular iPhone 12s come with 4 gigabytes. Running Geekbench 5, we see some pretty crazy scores coming out of the Max model, with a single-core score of 1,595 and a multi-core score of 4,238. Like I said in my previous videos, there's a good chance that the A14 inside of an iPhone could possibly be stronger than the laptop you're currently using. Like I said with the other iPhones, the performance is just downright snappy, and I know everyone said this iPhone needed a 120Hz display, but I'm telling you, even without a 120Hz display, this is one of the smoothest phone experiences that I have ever had. Another new addition is the 5G connectivity, which, because of the bigger battery, hopefully that means that the battery life in the Max is still just fine. But like I've said in previous videos, 5G just really isn't all it's cracked up to be right now, offering very similar speeds to 4G LTE, at least in my area. But hey, that A14 chip and 5G connectivity is in every iPhone 12 model, even down to the small iPhone 12 mini. So what are some of the exclusive features that the iPhone 12 Pro Max promises to bring? Well, first of all, because it is a bigger phone, naturally, Apple has a lot more room inside of the phone to put a bigger battery. Now, I haven't had enough time to test the battery out fully, so I'm going to save my formal assessment for a later full review video. But just after using the phone for about a day, I can already see that based on my usage with the regular iPhone 12 Pro, the Max still has a lot more battery life remaining for this time of day, and I've been using the Max nonstop. So it looks pretty clear to me that if you really need an all-day battery and you're constantly on your phone, the Max looks like the clear winner when you compare it against any other iPhone in the lineup. It might be reason alone to shell out all that extra cash, and certainly an easily justifiable decision to spend $100 more when you compare it against the regular-sized iPhone 12 Pro. The other bigger feature is the bigger camera system, and you can tell straight away just by looking at that camera bump that Apple is packing something extra here, which they are. Apple says that the sensor size of the iPhone 12 Pro Max is 47% larger compared to the regular iPhone 12 Pro. They also added a brand new stabilization method that stabilizes the sensor, combined with a bigger f1.6 aperture, and this new sensor, Apple says the 12 Pro Max is 87% better at capturing low-light photos than the iPhone 11 Pro Max. That's a pretty big jump and a pretty bold claim. In my initial testing of the phone, I found those claims to be kinda true though. Taking my iPhone 12 Pro Max out at night, I took this image with night mode off and night mode on. As you can see, even without Apple's long exposure night mode setting, the camera did a pretty admirable job of capturing this dark scene. I was also able to see this in some of the enhancements you get with night mode portrait mode photography, an exclusive feature on the Pro model because of the additional LiDAR scanner. Again, this was a pretty dark scene, and although the portrait mode blur isn't exactly perfect, you can see just how well of a job the Max does at retaining detail thanks to that bigger sensor on the main camera. In fact, I think I can see the improvement as well in videos. I actually shot this short little clip to send to my buddy Travis MCP as a joke, and I was actually taken a bit back by it because I was pretty impressed with the low light performance and video quality. The Pro Max also has other lenses. It still has an ultra wide angle lens, which is the same as the iPhone 12 and iPhone 12 Pro, but unlike the iPhone 12 Pro's 2x telephoto zoom, the Max now has a slightly bigger 2.5 times native zoom with its 65mm lens. It allows you to get a little more distance, and if you digital zoom all the way, you can actually get to 12x now instead of the previous max limit of 10 times. And I still want to test this camera out in some more areas, but my initial first impressions are pretty positive. I think my favorite thing about the Pro Max's camera system is that it just doesn't have to enter night mode as often as the other iPhone 12s do, or if it does enter night mode, it requires less exposure time than the iPhone 12. The camera might be the reason to pick this phone over any of the others. Okay, so far I like this phone, and it's parallel to the reasons I like the iPhone 12 mini. I like the mini because of its compact form factor that doesn't sacrifice anywhere else. And I like the Max because it's a big phone that not only doesn't make sacrifices, it pushes the boundaries of features available on the iPhone. So if you're going to have more space inside of a phone, why not put a bigger battery? Why not put a better camera system? And for only $100 more than the regular iPhone 12 Pro, if you can manage the additional size and weight, I think so far it's a very compelling purchase. But anyway, that's what I think about the iPhone 12 Pro Max, so please let me know what you think about it in the comments below. If you liked this video and found it helpful, well, make sure you leave me a like. If you want to see more from my channel, including a future full review of the iPhone 12 Pro Max, well, make sure you're subscribed. If you want to help the channel out in any way, make sure you check out some of the links in the description. And as always, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you all in the next video. Take care, everyone.